Making fun of people used to be a sort of cultural norm. And the more you make fun of people, the worse it gets for the people that are getting made fun of. And the more they're going to take offense to your joke and probably have some sort of ideology to involve other people to see your humor and call it rude or oblique or something that doesn't make sense, because it's never going to make sense to them because you're making fun of them. And if they involve a whole society or groups of people, there's a lot of people that are going to find the humor funny and agree with the comedian. A good person to sort of use as an example is probably Jerry Seinfeld, because of the concept of his show, because of the things that happened in their show, and also of the things that were not put on their show. It actually makes a lot of sense to me to point out that a comedian is supposed to have a little bit of insulting impact, not in a bad way, and it's not really formulated to cause harm, but it is formulated to provoke and bring some sort of discussion to make it fun and funny and sort of maybe like take a concern away and turn it into humor. There also used to be something called conflict resolution back in the day. I remember that as a child. There used to be little flyers in our classroom that had to do with the term conflict resolution, and it usually had to do with a bully more than it had to do with actual social or generic racist or even gender related things. It just had to do with being in a fight with someone as a kid and having to get the teacher and having a conflict resolution. The two words should make sense: a conflict and a way to resolve it. A comedian is a great person to resolve a conflict because it brings humor into the whole event, and it might turn into a little bit of an awry and grudgy moment, but in the end the person's gonna laugh. They're gonna take it however they're gonna take it. You can't force someone to laugh with you, and if they laugh later on and still deny that it happened, that's not, a problem. The issue is that there was a resolution, there's no more conflict, and somewhere in there, there's a recognition of the fun times and maybe even a little bit of remorse for not feeling that fun anymore. Whatever brought that event. Making fun of people is a great way to do conflict resolution, but that takes a crowd for it to really mean anything, because of the fact that the humorist is not going to be acknowledged unless there's a crowd that sort of enforces, hey, it's just a joke. Because the individual who is part of the manipulation is gonna not admit. So you gotta live free, die hard, and you gotta laugh it off and tell a joke, make fun of someone, Cabbage Patch them.